activity of an entire high school. Who had sex with who? 1,000 students. Half the school not having sex. Half the school was. But here's the kicker. Half of the students who were having sex didn't know. They were all connected to each other in a web of 288 students. 100 of them had only been with one other person. That's not the question. Who is she with before me? Who was he with before her? They found out, mapping out the whole school, showing if you slept with anybody on this campus, theoretically, you could be in bed with up to 1/4 of the entire student body through a single act of intercourse. This is how the thing is spreading. So why don't they talk about HPV? One basic reason: safe sex isn't safe. The virus is spread from mid-thigh to mid-abdomen contact. Any skin-to-skin sexual contact there, hand-to-genital contact, oral sex can transmit it. Government admits this. Centers for Disease Control says this: the scientific evidence is not enough to recommend condoms as the way to prevent HPV. I'm like, wait a minute, so you thought safe sex for 30 years and now you're coming out with this? They say today we have strategies to prevent HPV. Strategy number 1, don't have sex. Okay, we've covered that. Strategy number 2, this is my personal favorite. For those who choose to be sexually active and you don't want HPV, choose a partner who is not infected with HPV. Hey, cutting edge research. They have backed off safe sex because scientifically it's never been true. And I'm not telling this to scare you. If you've been sexually active, please go get tested. A lot of this stuff get healed and put in the past. If you go to a clinic and they say, hey, make sure to use protection next time, you remember that. Because I want you to tell that to a friend of mine in California who used protection every time. And how many pregnancies did he cause? 7. How many mothers did he marry? None of them. 2 kids got aborted, 2 kids got miscarried, 3 he's paying child support on. You can call that protection. I rather would call that child abuse. Real protection is purity. Do you know by your abstinence tonight, you love the wife you haven't even met yet, the children you haven't even conceived yet, by the sacrifice you make tonight of your purity. Now, I hate discussing all that STD stuff, so where do you go from here? One thing, how we can go on to help the girls quit the gossip. Oh, you see that girl? She is such a slut because she did that, and she's a hoe because I heard she did that. I saw it on Facebook. It's got to be true. You know, like, sluts don't even exist. I meet 100,000 students a year. I've never met a slut. And you may be thinking, well, then you haven't met this girl yet. Okay, well, perhaps. But I know one girl in New York. She's in high school. They call her the slut. These people who gossip about her, do they really know the girl? Because I know what she did with guys, yeah. But I also know her brother died, her cousin died, her friend committed suicide. That's when she got depressed. She starts cutting herself. Obviously it made things worse. She wasn't loving her body. So she slept with a guy at work. He said, he got her pregnant. And he said, I don't want your baby. Shoved her down the stairs. She had a miscarriage, lost the baby. Now she's going through eating disorders. And you know who she is? The slut, right? Doesn't identify her perfectly. They had no clue what she's been through. One girl in Baltimore gave me a big hug after the talk. She starts crying. She took her Playboy bunny necklace, ripped it off of her neck and gave it to me, and she said, I am so done. I took her necklace to the next school. I showed her that campus. A girl from that school came up and gave me her Playboy bunny necklace. I was given a 3rd one, 4th one, 5th one, no kidding. I have 28 of them now, so I could sell them on eBay, but I wouldn't do that. And girls just started giving me stuff. Playboy purses, belly button rings, birth control pills. Guys started getting into it. One guy in LA gave me his official Pimp Daddy membership card, so I got one of those. And then one guy gave me his Viagra pencil. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to know. But you know, it was his way of starting over, so whatever helps. So where do the guys go after a talk like this? I think guys can have 2 reactions to a chastity talk. First reaction, you walk out of this church and the very first thing you look at isn't in here. The first thing you look at is the fellas. What'd you think? I don't know. What'd you guys think? I don't know. What did you think? Because like in high school, we want to impress the girls, but at this point in life, we are way more interested in impressing the other guys. Because until a man knows he's a man, he's always going to be trying to prove he is one. If I think degrading women makes me more manly, I'll do it to win points with the guys because I'm insecure. But what's needed is authenticity. I can't be some guy on Saturday night, a different guy Sunday in church, one guy in front of the girl's parents, and when their backs are turned, I become somebody else. Chastity demands that we have no duplicity. In New York, 3 basketball players came up to me. I love basketball. We started talking. They're sleeping with all these girls. And I said to him, how do you want some guy to treat your daughter one day? And he said, we're not having daughters, we're just having boys. And I'm like, oh. I go, why don't you want a daughter? And he was honest. He said, I know what I'm doing to girls. He said, I'd kill a guy if he ever did that to my princess behind my back. So there's the solution, you use the girls and don't have a daughter. That was me in high school, double standard. One standard is what I can do with a girl. The other standard is what you can do with my little sister. She was the blonde-haired, blue-eyed captain of the cheerleading team. I remember her first date. Doorbell rang. I came downstairs to meet this guy. Now I played 3 years college baseball, so I came downstairs with my collegiate baseball bat to greet this guy at the door, saying, if you mess with my little sister tonight, I want to mess with you. You better guard her innocence. Guard her innocence. Do you guard your innocence too, Jason? No, I'm a guy. It's different. No, it's not. Double standard. But that was the standard I was living in. So I asked those 3 basketball players one question. I said, look, I know what you're doing with girls, but I said, all I really care about, one thing. Tell me about your relationship with your dads. And they said, oh, that sucks. I go, what's going on? All 3 of them had deadbeat dads, got the moms pregnant, left her with the responsibilities. You know, you take your pleasure, but you don't take the responsibility. One guy jumped in. He said, I don't even know how many brothers and sisters I have because how much my dad has been around with other women. I looked him in the face. I said, congratulations, you are becoming your father. You should have seen this guy's eyes open up. He finally got the point. If he ever wanted to give his children a better dad than he ever had, the time to man up is now. But what's needed is that authenticity. We were at a school, they had the best basketball team in the country. After the talk, the star of the team came up to me. This guy's like 11 feet tall. He walks up, he's like, yo, can we talk in the back? And I'm like, yes, come with me. And I took his hand and we went back here. And I'm like, what's going on there? He said, be honest with you, he said, look, I've been with so many girls, I've done so much stuff. He's like, I knew every time I was killing her, but dude, she wanted it, I wanted it. Half the time I was drunk, I just blamed it on the beer. He said, nowadays, he said, girls around here, he said, they are more sexually aggressive than the guys half the time. You should see the nasty text messages they're sending around. He said, but after your talk, it's different. He said, I want to be faithful to my wife before I meet her. He said, I don't want to get married and give my wife all these memories I have of girls I'm never going to see again when I graduate. He's like, but how do you start over when you've been where I've been? He said, when you're with the girl, she says she's ready for sex. How do you say no to that? I said, if she thinks she's ready for sex and she's not ready to be a mother, she's got no clue what she's talking about. Boston, 7th grade boy came up to me. Jason, my girlfriend and I have talked. We're ready. I'm like, he's 12. I'm like, ready? I'm like, are you ready to be a father? And he's like, no, just for sex. So after explaining to him the shocking connection they just discovered between the two, I said, look, you know I'm married, got a couple little kids. I go, you know you don't know about me? Our first baby has had so many medical problems. He's had to be in all these different hospitals. Do you know the first 2 years of being a new dad that I spent more than $30,000 in medical bills on him so I could have the top doctors taking care of my sick boy? And you got what it takes to be a good father. You ready for sex? He opened up his wallet and showed me his money. He's like, I have $5. I'm like, buy her a pizza. I mean, if you love her, you sacrifice. I'm not gonna lie, it isn't easy, but you can make it easier because we're guys. We cause most of our own temptations if you really think about it. Like, you wanna make it easy? Find good friends. My friends in high school were terrible. Best friend and I were driving home from school. Dude, he pulls his car into the parking lot of a pornographic adult bookstore. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I wanna go in the nudie bookstore. And I'm like, don't go in some nudie bookstore, you filthy little pervert. And he's like, well, I'm going in there. And I'm like, well, I'm not going in there. I'm not some perv. Ha! My porn's at home. You know, I'm sitting there like 5 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I look at my watch. I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, oops. Yeah, I had a confirmation class to be at a church soon, but I'm sitting in the parking lot of some filthy bookstore waiting for my best friend to get out. Dawned on me, Jason, you have made a stupid choice of friends. You might have lots of good friends. Jason, you have no friends who are good. You want to live a pure life, surround yourself with godly men. Campus ministry, youth group, life teen makes it a lot easier. When you guys go to college, the most important decision you will make, I think, in college isn't so much your major, it's the men that you choose to surround yourself with. You will become like your friends, either good or bad, all the time. So you got to choose wisely. Second thing to make it easy, only date a girl if you can really see yourself marrying her. My friend Philip did this. 8th grade, he saw the girl he's going to marry. Points out to his mom, hey mom, you see Tiffany? She's a good girl. I like her. She's beautiful on the inside and the outside. They stayed friends through junior high, friends through high school. There's no rush to date. At the end of high school, they started dating. Made a clear commitment. Come on, save sex for marriage. Guy's an incredible athlete, quarterback of the football team. Guy got a scholarship North Carolina State to be their quarterback. This guy won the MVP of every bowl game he played for NC State. Then he and Tiffany got married as virgins. Then he got drafted by the National Football League, and today he's our quarterback in San Diego for the Chargers, Phillip Rivers. And he told me, Jason, one of the ways I stayed pure with Tiff is we have the same standards. You know, if she was tempted, I could be strong. If I was tempted, she'd be strong. Tiffany told my wife, because our kids play together, Playboy bunnies have come to San Diego Chargers games wearing number 17, Phillip Rivers, calling out to him from the crowd, "Hey, Phillip, come here." They wave an invitation to him to a party at the Playboy Mansion. And my wife said to Tiffany, well, what does Phillip do? Tiffany laughed. She's like, nothing. He ignores him. Because she has peace. Her husband's a man of God. He brings a priest with him on his road games so he will not miss the Eucharist before the big game on Sunday. The guy sets his cell phone to go off at 5:30 every morning, so he's got 30 minutes to pray with his wife before any